Hello, folks. I'm Randy, and this is my good friend Chris Kersavi, or whatever nickname you want.
We just say Chris.
Chris. Hey, folks, we're doing a special Monday Night Modern King of the Hill event. We've did this for the last week. We are not running a tournament. These are invited players, as the store's pretty much empty. We are closed for the evening, pretty much. Surprised we're not on mandatory stay-at-home things.
Yeah.
We're getting close to it, though.
Yeah, I feel it's coming on, but you know what? It's not right now.
Yeah, not right now. We're going to play some modern Magic. This time in the booth we have Tony. He's playing Burn. Riley playing Amulet Titan. We're going to knock on the wall and let him know it's time to get started.
What's up, man?
So, going to start their clock as well.
And there we go with our first turn Amulet.
Yeah, turn one Amulet for the Amulet deck is pretty good, but Tony coming out guns a-blazing with a Fervent Champion getting in there. Hopefully we get a lot of people talking tonight. I love it when the chat is good. As always, help support the channel by subscribing, or at least follow, because it's free to follow. That way you get notifications about when we do go live.
You don't want to miss these events,
Yep, so Tolaria West,
Yep.
Look at that. 2 amulets on the field. So next turn, Riley's setting up to try to win this.
This is very dangerous territory if you're facing off against an Amulet player.
Yeah. Justin Walker wasn't able to make it tonight, so Tony stepping in as far as the players to help get it done. Light up the stage being shown there as Riley takes one going down to 18. Plays a land. Looks like another light up the stage. Or is that a skewer? Oh, no, that might be a flame rift. I can't tell. All these red cards look the same. Somebody fill me in.
Where's the red players at?
Being jelly of us being on camera, you and Chris did a great job doing commentary for the Legacy event.
Yep. Sorry, came up here without you this time, man.
So,
all right, here we go.
So we're going to see Primeval Titan. Primeval Titan trigger. He's most likely going to get a handwear garrison or something to give Primeval Titan haste.
Give it haste. And
Tony doesn't play much modern, but when he does, he plays red.
Well, if it's anything like it was last week, red is always a good choice. But Primal Titan, 2 Vigor with 2 amulets on board right away.
So he just floated 8 mana. He's casting Summoner's Pact. He's going to get another Primeval Titan. He's going to give him both haste.
And I am pretty
and +2/+0.
This
that's
is
8.
One of those ideal turns that you want.
Yeah. And then when he attacks with both Primeval Titans, he's going to get,
So these are going to untap, and then in response to the trigger, give this one haste, and then it's going to untap again, and then give this one haste, and then I'll
So now he has 2 Vigilant, 8/6
and then I will move to combat.
Primeval Titans.
Vigilance haste.
Okay.
Attacks.
And
Triggers.
Okay.
So triggers.
Triggers on both. So
He's probably going to give them double strike.
So for the first ones, I'm going to get Vesuva and Second Fortress of Legion.
Okay.
And Vesuva is going to copy Boros Garrison. And they're going to untap. And then I'm going to tap it. And then it's going to untap. And I'm going to tap it again. And then
it's amazing to watch a Titan deck run.
Wait, so yeah.
So the way that the triggers work is he's trying to make sure he stacks it. So he's going to give the one double strike. That's enough damage right there. So you're talking 8, 16 plus another 8. That's 24 damage. So we're going to be going to game 2.
That was definitely a very quick game 1, and not by the red player. Did we enjoy fair decks?
I like combo decks. I like it a lot. There's not enough combo. And Riley, he's been very good at playing the deck. Burn, Maverick, Destined Taxes, Maverick, stuff like that. That's what you're saying, BK? You like those?
Burn, Merfolk. Oh.
Merfolk, I like that deck too.
Merfolk's a good deck.
Riley fetches for a mountain. He goes down to 18.
or a basic forest?
You think Fire Boats is a fair card?
Sakura-Tribe Scout.
Okay.
And then I'll pass
Or
it.
Force of Will?
It's like exploration, but bad.
Is Force of Will a fair card?
Or are you talking about Flame Blast, Carl? I don't know what Fire Boats are.
Maybe it was out of a set that we missed.
Never heard of Fire Bolts. Fire Blast. There we go. Or Fire Boats.
Well, after last week, I'm not particularly fond of Fire Blast.
Oh, that
but
doesn't have AC. I'm sorry.
You're good, man.
Yeah, that doesn't.
I think it's so.
And
It's just as fair as Force of Will, and it'll catch you off guard.
I forgot that didn't have
Riley going down to 14.
now Tony looks like he might have
Play a land for
a little window here.
Yeah, 'cause there's no amulet. But where Riley has something to ramp him out with Sakura-Tribe Scout. You know, the Kawagama block was pretty darn busted as far as land and green.
Kamigawa was a very fun set to play.
Well, you know what's funny is Kawagama at the tail end of when Kawagama and Mirrodin were in play, a lot of people don't realize that the Tron lands were also in play.
Yeah.
And you had the Tooth and Nail package.
And I played Tooth and Nail.
Yep.
Uh,
I remember that because there
Yeah,
was a
we
lot of
were,
people playing it.
we were grinding about the same time.
Yeah, at the War Room.
Yeah. A long time ago.
Yep.
before that set.
Affinity. You had Affinity, and then, of course, Kawagama block brought Affinity Jitte.
They had,
And
if
then,
I remember correctly, it was Affinity, Tooth and Nail, and Big Red.
Yes.
They used the Arc Slogger.
yeah, Arcslogger or Magnivore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 8th edition and 9th edition both had the Tron lands in it. And I played Tron too. I played the Tooth and Nail Tron.
I enjoyed Tooth and Nail. That was, I couldn't get myself to get around Affinity. Tooth and Nail was always something I would rather have played.
Yeah, well, if you think about the comparison of Tooth and Nail versus Primeval Titan, Primeval Titan is just way better because of the land utility that it gets. And there's some busted lands like Field of the Dead. That card is sickening gross.
I have lost many a games to Field of the Dead.
Making zombies, and then you have Valakut with the Ilysian Dryad, where all your lands are all types, or Prismatic Omen.
You know, I did not see the value of that card on pre-release. I actually pulled that in my pre-release pack, and I just overlooked it.
Yeah,
don't know why.
Mono Blue Tron BK was a great deck as well.
Okay, that's fine.
Really like that deck.
So you're gonna take 20 damage.
Tony,
Yeah.
it says he's playing Mono Burn, but it's
That's crazy. The thing is first.
Oh, yeah.
That's really good.
And
Did
then
he
we're
refer
gonna
to it more as a
risk
Goblin deck?
Oh god.
yeah, but it's weird. So Risk Factor being cast
Okay,
here.
Take 5.
Okay.
He's gonna take 5 because of his Electrostatic Pillar.
Passage.
Man, that's super good.
So
I actually like
Riley
seeing
might
that
be in
card
trouble.
He has not gotten into anything that seems to help him right now.
Well, a basic land, he can get a Titan on the field. So Riley's very close to getting it.
It doesn't look like he has Titan in hand. I think he has a Karn.
He has a Summoner's Pact,
Oh, okay.
Could be there if you wanted to be.
I could be there.
If you have it.
if I
but he's
had
gonna have to wait.
anything other than this.
Yeah.
Oh man. So he's gonna play a Karn, which I think Karn is fine. Question is does he have an amulet in the sideboard? Because if he has an amulet in the sideboard, he can go search for that, play that, and then be set up for next turn.
It's always wise to, if you're going to play Karn, at least in this deck, you should have one there.
I didn't see it in his sideboard from before, but he could have sided one out. He's going to get an Engineered Explosives. The Engineered Explosives is okay here. He can play it for 1 if he wants.
It's definitely going to get him some value right now.
Well, he gets rid of 2 cards.
Engineered explosives.
Alright.
For 1.
So he's going to do Engineered Explosives.
From my hand. Bounce the forest. Tap this.
Bounce.
So play the forest.
Land into play.
And then I'll make a Sakura-Tribe Scout.
So he's going to have 2 Sakura-Tribe Scouts, which he's going to use probably as blockers to help save his life. Let's pull up Sakura-Tribe Scout. as Tony's doing that. But you may play a land card from it. It's a 1/1.
6.
Yes.
One printing so far.
Saviors of Kamigawa.
Is it the? Yeah, only one printing.
Only one.
Attack you like
They
so.
probably have other variations of the card. Or
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Take a point.
Down 5.
Hit you for 5.
And that looks like Tony wins this game. He evens it up at a game apiece, making the burn players proud as we're going to be going to game 3. Riley gets to be on the play. Let's see if he can keep a hand.
All right, you're on the play.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think he's gonna mulligan that away.
Oh.
Oh, he said he's gonna keep.
I think I see a Cavern,
Ready?
a Titan.
So Castle Garenbrig,
Mountain.
an Explorer.
Goblin Arsonist, go ahead.
So he's gonna play an Explorer next turn, and that leads him into the Ilysian. He's gonna take 2, or is he gonna just play the Cavern of Souls? I think you play the Cavern here.
I actually saw a post earlier today where it was comparing Explorer to the new blue-green
Ooh.
put a land into play.
Growth Spiral.
All right.
Yeah, and they were asking which one was better.
Depends on your deck.
Yeah,
Shocking breeding pool.
but when in doubt, if you did have access to both colors, I'd always say instants are always better.
Cast Ancient Stirrings.
Okay.
And I actually like some of these new blue-green cards that are coming around right now.
So Ancient Stirring went back into the deck because the recent bannings for Modern, Once Upon a Time got banned. Once Upon a Time was way better than Ancient Stirrings because you can get a land or a creature. So if you're looking for a Dryad, or you're looking for Azusa, or you're looking for Primeval Titan, you had those options. Or if you're looking to make your land drops every turn, you had that option. And the first one's free.
Yeah, I've been playing a little bit of Modern here for the last couple months, and Once Upon a Time was almost in every deck I faced. It was just that good.
Play 10th Street Dodger.
10th Street Dodger getting played off of the light up the stage. And he passes back. So here's the thing. Riley can play the Elysium.
Dryad of the Ilysian Grove.
Ooh.
And then he's going to play 2 lands. One of them being Radiant Fountain to gain life.
Play a forest. Play a Radiant Fountain.
There we go.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
And he has Titan in hand,
Yep. And
so
then
he's definitely setting up for next turn.
yeah, he'll play Titan next turn. He'll be able to get some bounce land to get the Radiant Fountain back. Tony does not have in his deck probably one of the best burn spells for Modern and to counteract is Skullcrack. I hate that card, but that card literally, when it deals 3 damage and you can't gain life, and damage can't be prevented, it's gross.
If you're playing red, you need to have something that says player can't gain life for that turn.
Tony does not have it in his 60 cards. Doesn't mean that Tony can't steal it. The thing about the Dryad also is it's a 2/4, so that's going to stop Tony from just going and attacking.
Electrostatic field.
Mm-hmm.
Move to combat.
Yes, sir.
It would be cool if he had a boil.
I'll take it.
Alright, I'm going to take 2.
That is like the deck tech for red decks, is to play Boil, because right here it would destroy all of Riley's lands, because they're all islands.
Yeah. If you didn't know that interaction, you do now. So
Riley's down to 13, but
now we get to see something here. We've seen game 1 with Amulet, game 2 with no Amulet, no Titan, and now we get to see game 3 with Titan.
Yep.
So 6 mana for creatures.
Yep.
Primeval Titan.
Yep.
so Primeval Titan's going to come into play. He's going to bounce most likely that Radiant to gain 2 life, because Tony, having him at 13, he's a couple lightning bolts away from just obliterating him.
He's got to be very cautious here about what he does.
Yeah, Riley.
Did Field the Dead and Valakut.
Oh,
Ooh.
So I'm
choosing
gonna make 2
Field
zombie
of the Dead and
tokens,
Valakut.
he's
and
going to be able to
I'm
do
get
6
2
damage.
Valakut the Molten Pinnacle triggers.
Okay. What do those do?
You think that was the better play?
Okay.
Well, he's going to
So yeah.
he's going to shoot Tony's things.
And then I'll make 2 zombie tokens.
Maybe he hasn't seen enough from Tony to justify bouncing the Radiant.
Well, Tony should have a trigger where it deals 1 damage.
Yeah. So I got those. And then I will play this Crumbling Vestige as my land for a turn. Thanks. And then I'll hit you for 3.
Did you get it?
Okay. Hit me for 3. 3. Oh,
With the
because it's any target. All right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So doesn't Tony
Okay.
have a trigger off the
Widick.
goblin going to the graveyard?
Is that? Remember, quick. I believe so.
Let me see what the goblin's name is, because yeah, Goblin Arsonist when it dies. So he needs to put that trigger on the stack.
Hey, when Goblin Arsonist dies, it deals a. You miss the trigger on it, deals a point.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Deal point to you.
Do you have one? Okay.
Just want to make sure that's straight. You know,
All right. We got that cleared up.
he missed his trigger, but it is. This is casual, man. We want these players playing at their best.
You know, sometimes people play better when it's just casual.
Deal 5 to you.
And
Deal 4 more to you. Pass the turn.
Deal 5, deal 4. Well, what
down to 3.
what Tony doesn't realize is that when that Primeval Titan attacks, Tony's
What
dead.
does Tony not realize?
That you're dead on board.
Oh yeah.
And it's Titan
Yeah.
doing Titan-like things.
Oh,
Did you
with
leave the door
triggers.
open?
Yep.
Yeah, and have another Primeval Titan.
Maybe they heard me.
Boom.
No.
I'm just gonna get a bunch of lands. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
and
get
then you get the triggers.
Nope.
And then you'll
Yeah.
hit me for 3, and then you'll hit
I'll hit you
me.
for these, and I'll get
And
4 lands, and I'm gonna get another Valakut. So it's gonna be 6 for every land I play. Yeah.
And there we go.
That's it.
Riley's gonna stay on board with
What
the.
Tony doesn't realize.
with the
is that- or
amulet.
what Randy doesn't.
Oh, I realize it, Tony. You can hear me all day long.
You know, at the
Hey,
beginning-
folks, we're going to be right back. We're going to get set up for the next round. See who's going to be facing against Riley.